Hi everybody, today we're going to be talking about headless API sites. Now, I found this article by Josh Koenig on Pantheon, and he explains it really well. He gives plenty of examples, plenty of graphs to show, explain exactly what headless refers to in terms of sites and site development. But I have some of my own examples to make it a little bit easier because it is kind of hard to understand if you don't have a background in development. So here we go. The value of headless is basically that the content for the site is accessible via a web service API. So the end user experience is delivered by a JavaScript application running the output of this API into HTML. And that's basically the summary of this entire article. But to make it more simple, this creates an easy way for developers to transfer their designs to different platforms without having to remake them on each new site or app. So, like, if, for example, you have spent months developing a website for a company, you obviously don't want to spend another few months typing out the same information into a branch site or application, but the company needs you to expand their internet presence. This is a common situation for a lot of developers. You make the first site into an API, and then with the HTML that is now available, you just copy paste and you're saving months of work. And I mean, obviously, you'll need to make things look good for the new site, which may require original code. It's going to require original code and some extra work, but it's not going to make you repeat all of the same work, and it's going to take a lot less time than a few months. And another example, in a simpler way, just think of it as transferring a drawing to another paper. You could rewrite everything and take the time to draw everything out exactly the same, or you could just take a picture of it and have it on your phone forever and send it to anyone at any time. Put it on other websites, send it out, put it all out there. It's super easy and uncomplicated than continually writing everything out over and over again. Just make a simple copy of it, and that's what this is. So I'm going to show you an example of an API that I made. Now this is for one of my new websites. Basically, to access it, you can, well, because I use the JSON, actually it's right up here, the JSON extension. You just type in whatever API site that you have, and then write /JSON API. It's basically JSON API. And then this is the HTML code for it. Now, you have to use the extension to access it. Here we are. This is the entire website. All of the links, all of the terms, all of the different views and fields that I used, all the types for the data that I used. It's all simple and it's right here, and I can add it to any site I need. Of course, I'm going to have to fix it and structure it to fit the whichever site I use, but it isn't something that I need to repeat over and over again, and this makes it so much easier for websites to be developed. So it's a really interesting venture. I'm really excited to start using this more in my new sites that I'm currently working on. But I really recommend this article. Again, it's on Pantheon by Josh Koenig. It's a little dated, it's about a year old, but it really does explain the concept well to people who may otherwise not have the best understanding of it. It is a little complicated, especially because it uses a lot of like development jargon, but it explains all the benefits and it does offer you these graphs and pictures to help understand the concept better. So I